wait a second, let's start this slow.
I was already throwing things out. I was like, from that moment.
Yeah.
In that moment, I never went back.
Yeah, in that moment, he never went back.
So I'm bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror. I found one, oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off, when I fall down 11, I get up 12, don't need nobody else. Yeah, I can save myself.
I guess I'll restart. Good morning, everyone. The sky looks amazing. I wanted to take some photos because this car has such a beautiful, what is this called? Sunroof? Yeah. It's so beautiful. I think there's another name for it. Moonroof. But anyways.
Tomato.
Last night I ordered some stuff for my channel. I'm really excited to get it. I ordered it's a vlogging, it's basically like a, what do you call it?
It's like a selfie stick.
It's
got a gyro.
It's like a selfie stick, but it's got a gyro in it so that it stabilizes and it absorbs the shock of me moving. So I'm excited to get that in so the footage isn't so shaky. And I also downloaded some stuff for Final Cut Pro for the editing software, so I'm excited to try that out today. And then what else did I get? I got one more thing. Oh, I got myself a ring light because I am going to film other kinds of videos in my office, and it is so incredibly dark in there. There is no light. So I want to get as much light as possible, so I'm going to see what I got it from Impressions Vanity, and I really am looking forward to getting that. I remember when Impressions Vanity first came out, they had those like vanities with the lights, and everybody, like all the influencers were getting it and doing their makeup on it. I got some cool little like templates from Etsy, just little, I guess I would call them social media / YouTube templates for Canva to kind of get some things for my thumbnails and all of that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it all turns out because I'm going to be working on it today. And you guys are at this angle because did I realize or did you realize? I could just set you down and you wouldn't move, but he's not in the image, but he's okay not even being on. He says he's good.
I'm driving.
He's driving, so he doesn't need distractions.
I'm a distraction enough.
We are on our way to Tomcat Cafe. We went there yesterday to have breakfast, but I did not film anything. I'm going to try to film today. I'm still going to get the bagel, I'm pretty sure.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want
It's delicious.
It's just so good. And it doesn't make my stomach hurt or anything. It's just so tasty.
Good.
And then I'm asking the universe, please, guides, have 2 croissants for us today. I'm asking for 2 croissants, one for me and one for Helios. Yesterday there was a delicious chocolate blueberry croissant. Oh my god, it was so good. Wasn't it good?
Oh man.
Oh my god, it was so good. Yeah. And we had to share it because there's only one left. So I'm like, if there's any chocolate blueberry croissants today, please let there be 2 of them. Not that I don't like sharing with you, but I do want just a full one to enjoy with my cappuccino. I'm so excited. The croissants are by far the best that they have. And I do not understand why they don't make that many of them. You know what I mean? Like every time I go there, there's like a whole section of like 3 different kinds of cupcakes. It's like, who's eating these sweet ass cupcakes at like in the morning? And then there's a whole section of cookies and a whole other section of cookies and then a whole section of cookies and stuffed, huh?
Can't say ass.
Yeah, I'm not swearing anymore. No swearing on my channel.
You really never swear. It's just interesting. Sometimes when you go on a rant or something,
Yeah,
it slips out.
sometimes when I go on a rant, it slips out, but I don't typically swear.
We really don't. Unless we're like singing a song and making fun of something, like teasing around. Or,
Yeah.
in other words, we don't swear.
I'm liking my hair today. It's just what's left over of when I did my hair. I just brushed through it with a wide tooth comb, and I liked what it looked like, so I just kind of left it. And we were wanting to get out of the house fast. We were originally going to make oatmeal at home, but then I realized we have all week to make oatmeal because the only vegan breakfast place in Gainesville is open Saturdays and Sundays, and today's Sunday. So if we don't go out today, we won't be able to go out for the rest of the week. So I'll make oatmeal tomorrow. Wow, the sky looks amazing. This is a great angle. You just get full view of the sky. Wow, that's nice. That's actually really nice. What else did I want to talk about? I don't know. I've already been talking about whatever for like 7 minutes. Catching everybody up. I'm definitely vlogging the food I really want to get. It's this little like quaint place, like you wouldn't think the food was good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like a quaint place. It's like almost like a bar atmosphere.
Okay, yeah. It's more of a bar atmosphere.
But you go in, it's like, oh, this is interesting. And then the food comes out, and it's like, wow. And then they've expanded their menu so that you can tell like their focus is really starting to go away from drinking and more towards dining.
I'm excited about that because I think that I liked what I saw that they added to the menu. The tacos were so delicious. We've been there for dinner because they have a brunch menu, they have a lunch menu which is on the weekdays, and a dinner menu which is also on the weekdays, and then on the weekends they have a brunch menu and a dinner menu, I think. It's like one of those places downtown that you look outside and you're like, what is that? And then you go inside and you're like, oh, okay, what is this? And then you order and then you're like, wow, this is good.
And no meat touches their grill, has ever touched their grill.
Yeah,
that's nice.
No meat has ever touched their grill. When we heard that, we were like, yes. Nice. It's funny because when we first turned like vegan, we were even kind of grossed out by our own pans.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously we haven't been vegan all of our lives, and we talked about this before. But it's a long story. But I love being on a vegan diet. I love it. It's like one of those things that now it's just normal. At first it was kind of scary and kind of like, oh no, what are we gonna eat?
How do you survive?
And then you realize there's so much that you can eat, and it's just an illusion to think that there's not,
Trying to make money off of animals.
And now it's like I don't even like crave that stuff because
it turns my stomach upside down.
I've tasted things that are vegan, like vegan alternatives that are just so good that I don't even understand why you would ever not just do that. I mean,
your palate starts becoming more enriched.
Your palate changes when you're vegan. So the food, like the vegetables, just taste so much better all of a sudden. And there is a transition phase, obviously. At first, it's not that way. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, wow, red bell pepper tastes like this? This is so good. Wow, carrots are so delicious. And all of a sudden...
You can tell, when we start eating more sugary stuff.
That goes away.
Our dishes that we cook at home taste more bland until we start getting back into cooking. And then it's like, oh, my gosh, this is what I remember.
Yeah, it's all those like refined sugars, all that stuff.
Destroys your palate. Destroys
the natural palate that you actually have to eat and to taste food and to enjoy it. And I've had vegan food that is so good. Like Miami or even in Charleston, it was so good that it just blows my mind. Puerto Rico, oh my God, so good. Where else did when we were in Sedona? Oh my gosh, we went out to like a really fancy restaurant with a group of friends, and I ordered it was called like a vegan mushroom steak that stuff was so good.
Yeah, I got
It was, oh
portobello
my God.
mushrooms that
Oh my
was like tasted just like what steak would taste like.
Yeah.
It had the nice texture of portobello mushrooms.
And it's just like, you feel your body is healthier. You feel, you know, that you're not destroying your body with so much fat and etc, etc, etc. I'm not vegetarian because I'm allergic to eggs and milk. So literally the one thing that vegetarians do eat other than that is different from veganism, and I'm allergic to it. It literally makes me so sick. And I used to eat so many eggs. When I was like working out, eggs were my thing. I was like, mornings eggs, at night I don't want to cook, how about some eggs?
I ate 10 eggs a day when I was working out. How disgusting.
And now all of a sudden, like, eggs started to, well, actually it wasn't now, but it was like years ago. All of a sudden eggs just started making me sick. And then I got tested, and it turns out that, you know, I already knew that I was either lactose intolerant or allergic to milk or to dairy, and it came back like I was allergic to two things, and they were eggs and milk. So when we watched a movie about the vegan diet, the plant-based diet, and that's when he was like, okay, we're gonna be plant-based for sure. And I'm like, wait a second, let's start this slow.
I was already throwing things out. I was like, from that moment.
Yeah.
In that moment, I never went back.
Yeah, in that moment, he never went back. For me, I was like, I wanted to do it with him, but I did want to do it slow because I had tried to be vegan before, and it destroyed my stomach because my body wasn't used to the vegan diet. And I knew that, but because he was doing it, I was like, okay, whatever. If he's doing it, I'm doing it too, I guess. I'm just going to do it. And I'm glad that I just went with it, because even when I contemplated on being vegetarian, you know, and having eggs and milk, I had in the back of my mind, hold on, you're allergic to eggs. Remember, they make your stomach hurt. They make you literally sick. So it was just funny how it kind of happened, and we were just pushed to it. And now I don't even like crave that kind of stuff. And honestly, the only time that I would kind of not feel sick about eggs would be like my parents. They have their own chickens, and they're just out walking around on their, you know, I think they have like 4 acres. They just have a free range, and then my parents use their eggs. But other than that, it just makes me so sad to think about these animals, you know. And for me, it's a compassionate thing, because these animals are sentient beings as much as we are, you know. And it's not a hierarchy to me. And that's been a whole thing that I really had to walk through, because I didn't feel that way my entire life, you know. I grew up eating milk and eggs and non-stop. Like, my family's Colombian, and we ate a lot of meat and chicken. Like, my family had chickens growing up, and they were used to making chicken soup and literally going out in the backyard, picking a chicken and killing it. So that's the family I grew up in. And where we are now, a lot of them are vegetarian or eating more vegan diets, and it's amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye. I don't know how long we were there, but I got some editing done, which was nice. I'm like 3 minutes into my first video. I'm excited. And I still haven't added like anything else to it. It's just footage and kind of deciding where I wanted to end and where I wanted to begin. So I'm excited to see the process and what I end up with as my first video. Yeah, we're driving home. It's a beautiful day. It's like 89 degrees outside. As much as I want fall to come, Florida is going to be like this for probably another 3 months or 4. Show you guys my little office right here. Got some crystals. This is an amethyst rose quartz. This is a moonstone. This is a black moonstone. This is celestite, I believe, and this is I can't remember the name, but beautiful. And this over here is also a rose quartz. This is actually like a face massage rose quartz, but I haven't used it for that because I accidentally chipped it, and it kind of, I'm scared of using it on my face because I might scratch my face. Meditation cushions on our higher dose mats, which are like EMF mats that you turn on depending on the frequency that you want to basically be in or have or sit in or meditate in. It's pretty nice. And this is the rest of, I mean, these are not all of our crystals, but this is part of the collection. But just wanted to show you guys a little bit of our house so you guys